Wednesday, January 31st, 4:30 p.m. Everyone's here.
What's up, yo?
No.
What's cooking, dogs?
Nope. No. Okay, go do your homework. So, I am going to make something which I think I'm pretty excited to make for dinner tonight. This is something I have never made before, but I am pretty stoked to try it, and that is fish and chips. So I have some cod. We get our salmon from a local fisherwoman once a year. She also has cod for sale, and so I got some cod last fall. I pulled out 4 fillets from the freezer last night. They're still in the fridge. I am going to create a beer batter and fry them up. I have my Dutch oven there on the stove. I don't have any oil or anything in it yet, but we're gonna like batter them up, fry them, and then I'll put them on a rack on a cookie sheet in the oven just to kind of keep them warm, keep them crispy until everything is cooked and we're ready to eat. I also have a bunch of beautiful kind of yellow Yukon Gold potatoes here from our Azure order that they've just been sitting in our front pantry. I am going to slice these very thin on the mandolin and throw them in a bowl of water. I think by throwing them in water, it helps to keep them from oxidizing too much. And then we're gonna fry those as potato chips. I have my homemade fermented mayonnaise, some home canned relish. We'll make a tartar sauce. I am praying this all goes smoothly because it's a lot of moving pieces, especially with Jekyll and Hyde, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, whichever, with having them home. So we're gonna try and get everything done, but I am so excited because I think it's gonna be fun and different. Now, what I am frying in, lard. I've got this jar here, and I pulled another one out of the freezer this morning because I have no idea how much I'm gonna need. Again, we don't eat a lot of fried foods, certainly not even out or at home, so this is like a total departure, but I'm excited to try it. First things first, I'm gonna get the lard in the Dutch oven. I'm gonna start with just this jar and get that melted, and then we will start slicing the potatoes, and then we'll do the fish. All right, the potatoes are sliced. I did not peel them, but they're sliced. The lard is almost melted. I put it on low because I just didn't want it to get too hot too fast without me being ready, but it is starting to melt down. And might I add how distracting it is to cook with them home, and they are literally scavenging. They're hungry. Meanwhile, they've already had freeze-dried apples, leftover taco meat. What else? A popsicle, homemade popsicle. And now they're still looking for more food while I'm trying to make dinner. Okay, so we're gonna get our but our batter ready for our fish. And I'll place the recipe down below that I'm following. You get another popsicle?
It's a different flavor.
Okay, great.
What's the other flavor? There's another one. It's not in the tray. Show me.
Okay, so I'll put the recipe down below. I'll link it. But we're gonna do 2 cups of flour, a 1/3 cup of cornstarch, a teaspoon salt, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a tablespoon of teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of smoked paprika, tablespoon of baking powder. Then we're gonna mix in 12 ounces of beer. I just found, this is an amber from Oregon. I just found kind of like a very pale kind of beer. Then we're gonna add that in, we'll create our batter. It's supposed to be like a pancake batter-like consistency. And then I'm gonna get the fillets out, kind of slice them into sticks, we'll batter and fry. A tablespoon of baking powder.
The chocolate chip. like.
Teaspoon Redmond real salt.
No. Where's mine? Get it for me. This is not it.
Teaspoon smoked paprika. Okay, I think this is a little too thick. So it said if it's too thin, add more flour. If it's too thick, add more beer. I'm not gonna open another bottle of beer, but I will add some homemade ginger kombucha. I don't see how that can make it bad. I'm satisfied with that. I am now going to start slicing the cod up. All right, now before we dip these into the batter, we need to make sure the fish is fairly dry. So I've got some paper towels here. I'm gonna dry them off as much as I can, batter them, and then we're going to fry them in the lard, in the oil. I'm only gonna do maybe 4 or 5 at a time. You don't wanna overload it because then it just brings the temperature down of the oil too much. Which, by the way, the temperature of the oil, or lard in this case, needs to be around 350.
You never told me you were bundled. Oh.
At this point, I'm having serious doubts in this meal, and more specifically in my ability to cook this meal. I don't deep fry, I don't fry. This is so foreign to me. The oven is already preheated to 250 so that once they're out, like I said, I'm putting them on the cookie sheet, putting them in the oven, and then all the fish is done, we cook the potato chips. Children have gone outside. I don't know if the homework is done, but oh my goodness. This is why I try to do a lot of the cooking before they come home, because it's really hard. Okay, we are at 350. Let's go ahead and take one. Not mac and cheese. All right, so I've got that much done so far. We're gonna do the last batch of cod. I'm trying to be careful to make sure the oil comes back up to a good temperature before I get the next batch in. I'm noticing that, you know, the oil temp really does go down quite a bit. It's also kind of creating a mess because they're sticking on the bottom of the pan. Could someone get Marley? He just went after Lucy. Marley just went after the cat. In a playful way, I promise you. These look a lot better. Okay, while that next batch is going, this is my fermented mayo, and this is our relish. I'm just gonna try to drain some of this liquid off and just pour this in here. Okay, it doesn't look like a total disaster. We'll see. Cole, you wanna come try it?
Yeah. Try what?
This is your plate. This is your dinner.
So I'm gonna be the tester. Test. Wait, I'm gonna be the
I'll get you your plate, Harper.
Okay. Dip it in the ranch.
It's called tartar sauce.
Mmm.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yay!
Tartar sauce makes it like really, really good.
Yay! All right, we'll take your plate to the table.
Wow, it's actually
Yeah, Harper, let me get yours.
That is actually really, really good.
Okay, take your plate to the table.
Have you tried the potato chips yet? Mm-mm. Try. I will soon. I'm gonna try the potato chips and the fish. You saw it. Delicious. Yes, it was gushy. I'm gonna be in charge. Bye-bye. I'm gonna chip first, and then I'll put the sauce on the plate. They're delicious. The chips are delicious. They're so good.
God bless y'all. All right, take your plate to go to dinner.
Nah.
All right, well, what do you guys say?
Thank you, Mommy. Bon appetit.
Yes, thank you, Cole. But also, bon appetit.
Mom goes first, then Harper, then me.
Huh?
You go first, then Harper, then me.
Okay, bon appetit!
Bon appetit. Bon appetit.
Maybe it wasn't a disaster after all. Bon appetit.